This is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. In this episode, I don't want you guys to miss out, or more importantly, regret your juicer purchase this holiday season. The Black Friday sale is going on with many different juicer companies right now, and is set to end in just a few days more. This video is for you guys that haven't made your purchase yet, because you're the smart ones, because you guys are researching and you're going to find the best machine that you're not only going to save money on now, but more importantly, use into the future so you guys can get the health benefits. My name is John Kohler, and I started my company DiscountJuicers.com in 1998. That was 27 years ago now, where I've been testing and comparing, contrasting juicers all these years. I've also been a juicer myself for 30 years now, and I always use the best equipment in my home so that I could juice more and get the amazing health benefits from juicing. And that is what I want for you as well. Now, another thing about me is that I have relationships with all the different major brand juicer companies out there. Unlike some promoters or influencers that only promote one single brand. So they'll always say this brand is the best, but that's the only brand they have a relationship with. And unfortunately, other influencers haven't tested all the different juicers out there. I have more videos on my YouTube channel going into long format comparisons where I literally take apart each machine and show you guys and explain how the parts are designed, how they work, and all these things so that you guys could better understand. And then I juice even amounts of produce that I weigh on camera for you. I don't do any quick edits or no cheating or something like this to kind of make one machine look like the better. I just show you guys the results on what happens, because I don't really care which machine you buy. That being said, you know, I want to show you guys the best so you guys don't waste your money, and more importantly, continue to juice to get the amazing health benefits. So here's the deal. Some companies are offering $120 off your juicer purchase, and then the one I would recommend for you guys this holiday season is the Hurom H70 juicer. This juicer is my personal favorite, and if you want to learn all the reasons why, I think there's like 10 reasons, the link down below to my video on why the H70 is my favorite juicer. As a long time juicer myself, and more importantly, #1 juicer expert in the world, because I've tested more juicers than anybody else, and I give you guys the facts as it shows you guys on the videos for you guys to watch. And right now only, you can save $120 off the Hurom H70 with the coupon code DJ100 at Hurom.com. That'll save you guys $100 off, I think, until about December 1st when this promotion expires. And if you guys wait to the end, I'll even show you guys another way you could save even more money on the H70 that actually a viewer told me about. Alright, so today I want to do a quick comparison to compare these two machines to you guys. This is the Hurom H70, which is currently on sale right now for the Black Friday sale, $120 off. This is the one I recommend to you guys. What is not on sale at this time is this model over here, also made by Hurom. This is the Hurom H320. In some countries, it is also sold as the Hurom H330. The main difference between these two guys are, #1, the size. This one's a lot larger. #2, how much counter space it takes on your counter. This machine takes a lot of counter space width-wise, because you have to put the collection cup to catch the juice and the pulp catch cup here, so it goes long, whereas this is more safe, space efficient, where you put the catch cup here and the pulp catch cup here. So, you know, this is like longer. This is kind of like takes a smaller square area on your counter. That being said, the thing about this machine, this has the standard juicing screen that was invented literally by Hurom 20 years ago when they first started using this same style juicing screen in vertical juicers 20 years ago now. Meanwhile, this machine has their latest and greatest easy clean or easy press juicing system that makes it easier for you to juice when you're done, because it only takes you 60 seconds to clean and no scrubbing is even required. And I put this to the test in my 1 year no scrubbing video You can see the results of my Hurom H70 after using it an entire year, and it passed my tests with flying colors. That being said, besides the Hurom H320 and H330 that Hurom sells on its own, it makes machines that look just like or very similar to this, where the pulp and the juice comes out on both sides, as well as using the same exact identical auger, wiping blade, and a similar style juicing screen for other brands such as Santa and Nama. But in this episode, I'm going to be comparing the Hurom model to you because they are the company that originated the vertical auger juicer as well as the vertical hopper style juicer, as they were the first ones to come out to market with a hopper style machine. So let's go ahead and deep dive in to the comparison of these two machines so that you guys don't make a mistake this holiday season by saving $120 off the wrong juicer. So first up, we're going to take these machines apart and share with you guys the parts different size. The H70 is a more compact machine, and I would think that because it is more compact, it's going to fit on your kitchen counters, underneath your cabinets, and you could leave it out on your counter. A juicer left out on the counter will be used more often, so you guys will get the health benefits of the especially leafy greens, vegetables, and fruits that you're juicing that you may not otherwise be eating in your diet. In addition, the reason why I think juicing is so beneficial, proven by science, is because when you basically break open cell walls of hard fibrous vegetables such as carrots, beets, and leafy greens that we may not digest too well, you basically expose the phytonutrients such as beta-carotenes, the zeaxanthins, the luteins in a water-soluble format, so now we can get a better assimilation and get more of them into our body than just chewing and eating them raw, proven by science in some of my past videos. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and take these two machines apart. You can see on both machines we have a hopper. The hopper on the H70 is 20% smaller than the hopper on the H320 and other similar machines. This is a 2 liter, this is a 1.8 liter. That being said, inside the hopper, if we open it up, both these hoppers have a very similar design. They have a very aggressive processing blade at the bottom. Now, what's different about these hoppers besides just the size are the shape and the hole at the very bottom. If you guys look at the hole at the bottom, it's just a basically half-rounded cutout. It's not a special shape at all, right? That is because this style machine with the screen design came out originally in 2021, right? Hurom invests in a lot of money in an R&D department. I think it's like 30% of their budget goes to their R&D department so that they always continually improve their machines and make it better, right? The Hurom H70 was released in late 2024 and now has a different size bottom cutout. You guys see the difference in the size of the cutout, right? This makes the juicer more efficient because then now they've optimally designed this cutout to feed in produce at the exact correct rate to make a higher yield, to get a better grind, and to just work a lot better than the original cutout on the Hurom H320 or similar style machines. In addition, they also leveled up with the hopper design. If you guys look at this very carefully, no longer is the hopper just a simple cylinder. This is a simple cylinder, goes straight up and down. It has lines cut out so things don't tend to stick to the side. Whereas this hopper, instead of being, straight up and down like a cylinder, it's kind of more pointed like a spaceship, So it's larger at the bottom, smaller at the top. This design, I feel, based on my testing, works a lot better to basically get things to go from the narrow top to the wider bottom and drop in, so that when you're done juicing, this hopper is also more clean and has less residue, which means there will be more juice in your glass. So that's the difference on the hoppers. Yes, one is bigger, but this one's more optimally designed, mainly because the design shape instead of a cylinder and the optimally designed bottom. All right, now moving on to the main juicer parts, you guys can see right here, this is where there's a significant difference in, number one, how many parts there are. You will need to clean and assemble and disassemble each time. And number two, how easy the machine is going to be to use. So over on the traditional, once again, 2021 release design, we have the juicing bowl. We then have the wiping blade to keep the juicing screen clean. We then have the stainless steel juicing screen, and then we have the auger. And as I mentioned before, other brands use the same exact auger, the same exact wiping blade. I've matched them up in other videos, and basically the juicing screen is the same except for these notch cutouts that on this machine are square, and on some other ones they're rounded. But basically they're the same exact machine, made in the same factory, in the Hurom factory in South Korea. So yeah, that's the main issue I have with this. There's so many parts, and when you're done, you will need to actually scrub out this screen with a little toothbrush. This can take a lot of time, and I have seen over the many years I've been selling juicers, the number one feedback I get from customers is that they come back to me after they bought their first or second juicer from me because they stopped using it. Because even though it made the highest yield, made the best, juice quality, they stopped using it because of the cleaning. And the cleaning, you have to use the brush all the way around the screen, on the inside of the screen, because if you leave pulp stuck in these holes, this will clog the screen over time. Your performance of the juicer will go down, not to mention all the residue in there that may collect, mold or something in there, which is just gross, right? That's the issue with a stainless steel screen. This is an outdated design, and now there's something better, and that is what is next door, the Hurom H70, the easy, clean design. And to be honest with you guys, I wasn't, liking the easy, clean design on the first few models they came out. Every subsequent model Hurom has came out with their easy, clean design, they basically upped the bar, upped the game, made it better. And when they finally came out with the H70, that's when I said, John, this machine has finally caught up and even surpassed the traditional screen design. It's quite unfortunate that most influencers still promote a screen design, which is an outdated technology. Hey, I promoted this machine in 2021 because it was the latest and greatest, but now it's 2025, and now the latest and greatest is this screenless design. So check this out, guys. On this machine, instead of all these parts, you have the juicing body, right? And then you just have the auger. That's it. These two parts accomplish everything these parts over here do. That's why you can literally just take your kitchen sprayer, spray it down, or even your faucet, and spray this machine down without scrubbing it. I have not scrubbed this machine. You guys can see it's fairly clean. There's a little bit of residue buildup, but I've been using it for now a year and a half. This is amazing. No scrub design. This is going to save you 3 to 4 times when juicing. Whether you guys are buying juicer for a gift for somebody that's never juiced before because you know the power of juicing, whether you're buying it for yourself, right? You want to have the easiest cleaning possible. Why? Because this is taking out the impediment of juicing. Because when you juice with the machine the first time, or you may be excited because you want to get the weight loss, you want to get the health benefits from drinking the fruits and vegetable juices, and you're motivated, and then you're going to juice. And it could take either 4 to 5 minutes to clean this screen, and you're motivated and you'll do it, right? But when you lose that motivation because you're not excited about it anymore, because maybe you were reading a juicing book and it got you excited, that's when you need this machine that literally, you could just throw away the brush and you could just literally spray this down. This auger comes apart in 2 pieces. You spray it down and you're done, and you just let it drip dry. And then to assemble it, this is also super simple, super easy. You just put this auger together, drop it in there, and you just take this top, drop it in place, drop this on the top, and you're all ready to go. I mean, it assembles in literally seconds. With this machine, it's a multi-step process. You gotta take the wiping blade, shove it on the juicing screen. You gotta drop the juicing screen, lining up these little notches. Then you gotta finally put the auger, make sure the auger is fully seated down in there. Then you need to put the top on. It takes at least twice as long to get your juicer set up so that you could juice, right? Do you want a harder time or do you want an easier time, right? Especially if you guys are buying a juicer for a gift, I cannot emphasize enough how you want to take out the impediments and make it the easiest to juice for your loved ones, for your family and friends that you're going to buy a juicer for this holiday season. The easier it is, the more compliant they will be, the more they'll juice, the more they'll get the health benefits, and the longer they'll be around for you to enjoy your friends and family. That's why you definitely want to get the Hurom H70. this holiday season for $120 off. Now the next part of this video, what I want to do is I'm going to prove that not only is this easier to clean, has less parts, takes less time to assemble, but also it even makes a higher yield. So let's go ahead and get set up to juice carrots in both machines and do a weigh-in to make sure we have a fair fight. Alright guys, so now we're all set up and ready to juice organic carrots. Recommend you guys buy those at Costco or Sam's Club. In the Hurom H70 Easy Clean design, takes me 1 minute to clean, and the Hurom H320. And Hurom also makes other juicers that look like this using the juicing screen in their very factory for other brands. So let's go ahead and make sure we have a fair fight. Looks like we got 864.4, 864.4 on both scales. So let's get juicing. First up, we're just going to go ahead and load up each of the machines. Alright, all the carrots dropping in to the Hurom H70. Alright, shut the lid. Next up, carrots dropping in to the Hurom H320. Drop the lid, shut it. Now we're off to the races. Let's go ahead and turn the machines on. The on-off switch on the Hurom H320 is in the front, and I prefer the on-off switch of the Hurom H70, which is in the back. So turn them on both at the same time. 1, 2, 3. The amazing thing about both these machines is that they work without you. You can literally get up and leave, and that is the whole benefit of the hopper style machine, right? It juices without you so that you don't have to do any work. And when you're done, you come back and your juice is all made. So let's go ahead and let these machines juice and come back at you when it's all done. We'll put this in the fast forward mode so you guys can see the process. Alright guys, so I want to give you guys an update. The Hurom H70 is still working, and the Hurom H320 with the stainless steel design screen, similar to other models out there, has pretty much finished. Now the question is, because the machine is faster, does that mean it's better? Well, we're going to see that in a second, right? It definitely moved the carrots through the machine faster, so you're done quickly. But here's the thing, how long the juicer takes doesn't really matter to you, because you could be off doing other things. You don't have to sit there and push produce in the machine. So it's inconsequential, in my opinion, how long it takes to juice. What's more important is how much yield and nutrition is actually going to end up in the juice. So at this point, this model with the stainless steel screen is done. We can turn it off and let it drip, and we're going to let the Hurom H70 finish on up. Alright guys, the carrots are officially out of the Hurom H70 hopper. The machine is still working, because if you can still hear it grinding and you still see juice dripping out and pulp coming out, you know the machine is not yet done. So you want to leave the machine on a little bit longer and come back to it when it's done, maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds later, to make sure all the juice has been expressed out of the machine. Alright, at that point you could go ahead and turn the machine off, and I always like to tip both machines up, because as you guys can see, we're going to get a little bit of extra juice drops out of each machine. Once we do that, I then go ahead and close the spout cap so we don't get any drips. I'll do the same thing on the Hurom H320, which has very few drops left in there, right? Once again, we'll put that back on the machine, close the spout cap, and now for the clencher, right? Which machine produced more? The one that was done more quickly, or the one that took its time, right? Did the tortoise or the hare win the race? Clearly, you guys could see which one won the race of speed. The H320, right? Because it has just the, I would say, dumb cutout at the top, because this is the first generation kind that came out, and they just wanted to funnel things through without jamming and backing up and having a working juicer, which it does work great, right? But over time, Hurom saw that basically, because they're basically pushing the produce through so quickly, right, it wouldn't fully grind up and extract and get the highest yield. That's why in the new version, 2024 model, right, I showed you that bottom cutout. It's some weird funky shape. I don't know how they figured that out, but now that moderates and slows down the produce going through the machine. So as it's going through, it's ground up slower, it's ground up finer, and then it extracts more juice, and then you have a drier pulp because of it. So literally by buying the Easy Clean machine, that's going to save you 4 to 5 times in cleaning, right? 1 minute versus 4 to 5 minutes here. You're going to get more juice as well, although it's going to take a bit longer for it to work, but it doesn't really matter because you're off doing something else anyways. So yeah, look at the difference in yield, guys. That is insane. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and taste test both juices for you from the Hurom H320 side. It's definitely good. Definitely taste some particulate in there. Next up, off the H70 side. Definitely good. Also taste some particulate in there as well. Now, for some of you guys, you know, the particulate is a bad thing. But for me, the particulate in there is a good thing because the particulate means the juicer is putting some of the insoluble fiber into the juice. In addition, the juicer is also putting, besides the larger pieces, it's putting the fine particle sizes. More fine particle sizes means there are more things like beta-carotenes, polyphenols, and other nutrients that are still attached to these small bits of fiber. So now, not only will you have more juice, right? And because it's more, you're going to be more nutritious. And also you have more bits of, fibers and more nutrition in there because of the small bits. You have a more nutritious juice over on the Hurom H70 as well. So in all around, you get more yield, you get more nutrition, and you get easier cleaning in the Hurom H70. That being said, I really want to show you guys what you'll need to clean in the Hurom H320 when you're done. You could take this machine apart, and the main pain point is the cleaning and the whole juicing process. And look at this, guys. When I take this out, you guys can see there's basically ground in pulp in this juicing screen that you will then need to take that scrubbing brush and scrub it out to get it completely clean, right? Because you have little tiny pinholes, and if your juicer holes get clogged up, then you literally need to take a little push pin and push out the dried up pulp because you're not doing a good job cleaning. If you own a machine like this, I encourage you guys to put it up to the light and look to see how many holes you have clogged on your machine. That will tell you if you've been doing a good job or a bad job cleaning it. If you're doing a bad job cleaning it, that's all right. You can do a better job next time, but also more importantly, take a little push pin and sit there while you're watching TV and push out all the pulp. I've done that many times. It's not a fun job to do. If this bothers you and you don't like it, right, that's the reason why you should upgrade to the new design that doesn't have the stupid pinholes that the old machines did. On this machine, there's no pinholes to clean. You literally take this apart. The only thing you have to clean is this auger. And look at this. This auger is already virtually clean. It may have a little magenta sheen because when the carotenoid pigments kind of attach on to the Ultim plastic here, it gets a bit different colored. That's all right. It'll wash off over time, or if you do something like jicama, it'll basically pull that coloring out, and you can see you just have the juicing body to clean off now. No tiny pinholes, no scrubbing required. So I'm really looking forward to cleaning the H70 after this demo. Not looking forward to cleaning the H320. And you know, that's what I want to say to you guys. I don't want you guys to regret your juicer purchase. Although you can save $120 now, right? Every time you clean, it's going to come back to haunt you if you make the wrong juicer purchase. And you know, it saddens me that most influencers are still promoting machines that will cause you to juice less to get less health benefits in the future so that they get paid, when I share with you guys the realistic facts of the matter. As somebody who's been juicing myself for 30 years, I find myself juicing more in the Hurom H70 because of it. And I know, and I've heard from my other customers, that you will also juice more and get more health benefits. And this is especially important if you guys are buying a juicer for your friends or loved ones this holiday season. So to sum up this episode in 4 easy points. Number 1, the Hurom H70 with its easy clean design system is easier to clean, so it will get used more often so that you will get the benefits of juice more often throughout your upcoming years. And of course, it also has a full 15-year warranty when you buy a brand new machine on the motor and all the juicing parts, which is your assurance that you are buying a quality machine. Number 2, you guys saw it also made a better juice yield on carrots and will also make a better juice yield on things like cucumbers and apples based on my past testing, right? And in addition, it also will put more fine particulate or fiber into your juice, which also is more nutrition. So in the end, this machine will make a more nutritious juice than a screen style machine, in my personal opinion, which means more health benefits every time you juice, and you're gonna juice more because it also is easier to clean. Number 3, you're gonna have a more modern, compact, space-saving look. This machine is smaller than the screen style machines. It also takes a smaller footprint, you know, a little square footprint on your countertop. This is especially important if you're in an apartment. I was in an apartment just last week that didn't have a lot of counter space, and using this machine where the collection cups have to go out really far and wide takes a lot of space up. This takes less space on your counter because it's more compact and a better design, in my personal opinion. And because you will leave this machine on the counter, it will get used more often, which once again means more juicing health benefits for you. And that's why I sell juicers to this day, because I want to empower you guys with the power of juice. And I want you guys to drink juice more often. And the Hurom H70, honestly, will get you to do it a lot more. And the 4th point I want to make is that, once again, technology is always changing. You guys may have the brand new iPhone 17 that you just upgraded to because that's the latest one that just came out, and I don't even know when the 18 is gonna come out yet. You know, some of you guys still may have the iPhone 10 or whatever, and those machines still make phone calls, much like this screen style machine still make phone calls like the old iPhone 10s. But the new iPhone 17 has the better camera, the better processor, the better this, the better that, right? It's faster, it's quicker, it's more efficient, right? That is what the Hurom H70 is to juicers as compared to phones. This is the latest and greatest, the newest model, 2014 model instead of a 2021 model that, in my opinion, is now outdated. So buy the latest and greatest, so don't get left behind, so that you won't have to upgrade in the future because you have the latest technology now instead of buying a dinosaur today. And of course, the final point of this is that you guys can save $120 off right now, the Hurom H70, for a few days only. More, guys. Make sure you guys use a coupon code DJ100 to save $120 off a brand new Hurom H70 at HuromUSA.com. This will bring your price down to $479 that you guys could see right here on the screen. And now, because you guys stayed to the end, I'm going to give you guys a special tip so you guys could even get the Hurom H70 for even less money. Yes, I said less money, and I didn't even figure this out. One of my viewers commented on my Black Friday episode. I'll put a link down below to that where I talk about all the best values on Black Friday in the juicing, vacuum blending space. And he had mentioned, John, I used your coupon code PALM, which we'll throw up right there, POM, which is a previous coupon code I had. And that coupon code, he says, will work on the refurbished Hurom H70. And that'll bring your price of the Hurom H70 down to $359 that we'll throw up right there. You guys can see it on the screen. $359 for the best juicer out there in the entire world based on my testing at this time. You're not going to get a juicer any cheaper than this, guys. And I don't even know if Hurom is supposed to let this code work like that, because I think their code is only supposed to work on new machines, but for some reason my old code works to save you guys $120 off the refurbished model. The only difference between the refurbished model and the brand new model is you are sacrificing the warranty. On a refurbished model, you're only going to get 5 years on the motor, which honestly shouldn't really fail, and you're only going to get 1 year juicer parts warranty. So for those of you guys that really have the money, I would encourage you guys to get the brand new model and the full warranty. But I know some of you guys, just that extra amount of money is just stretching it too much. And for you guys, I would say go ahead and get the refurb model. I think the one part that broke on mine is this little clip here. But other than that, I've been using this machine 1.5 years without any problems. So I'm confident that Hurom makes solid machines that will work for many years to come, whether you get the warranty or not. That being said, I think it's always good insurance to have the warranty, because juicer parts can get expensive no matter what juicer you buy. All right, guys, so I think that brings me to the end of this episode where I basically juice carrots, and you guys saw all the advantages of the easy, clean design over the screen design that many influencers and companies still offer. If you guys do choose to buy a machine then I would encourage you guys also to use my coupon codes. When you guys use my coupon codes, the company shared me a small commission so that I can continue to make these videos for you guys. So thank you for using my coupon codes instead of others. It allows me to buy my carrots, pay my power bill, pay my amazing video editor, get my videos edited and up for you guys, where I show you guys the truth about juicers that you guys are simply not going to hear on any other channel. So I want to thank you guys so much who will use my coupon code or have used it in the past, because it allows me to do what I love. So thank you. So if you guys enjoyed this episode today, learning about how not to regret your juicer purchase this season, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. More importantly, share this in different juicer forums with people that are considering buying a juicer this season, so they don't buy outdated technology that makes less juice, that is harder to clean, and that you will end up using a lot less, so you're not going to get the benefits of the amazing fruit and vegetable and leafy green juices that you can. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so you don't miss my new upcoming episodes that are coming out every 5 to 7 days. You never know where I'll show up, what you'll be learning on my YouTube channel, and make sure you click the little bell so you get notified as my new videos come out. And finally, be sure to check my past episodes. The past episodes are a wealth of knowledge, over 800 episodes at this time on the channel dedicated to you guys all about the different juicers and comparing and contrasting them to each other so you guys can find the best ones for you. I'll also put links down below to my favorite videos I made using the Hurom H70 juice a wide variety of produce items, including celery, cucumbers, pineapples, my green juice, including my original unboxing where I make frozen fruit sorbet with no additional attachments, as well as clean it in 60 seconds, which is completely amazing. So with that, my name is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Be sure to visit DiscountJuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for our YouTube visitors.